What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing the my 2023 gun collection. If y'all don't know, I've only been shooting guns for a year and a half. The reason I bought my first gun, got robbed at gunpoint. Yeah, we didn't experience that kind of stuff where I live, so I didn't even own any guns, honestly. Just bought a brand new 2022 Toyota Camry and got robbed at gunpoint while I was checking my mail. 3 guys put the gun in my head. The other guys surrounded me, took my car. Homicide had my car for a little while, bullet holes covering it, blood all over everything. So that right there really launched me into where I'm at today. And I'm glad it did, because I fell in love with guns and it's a great hobby. I'm super stoked. But cops came to my house, and after, doing all the crap, they looked at me and they said, "Son, do you own any firearms or guns?" And I said no, and their exact expression was that right there.
What? What the fuck?
So I went and picked up my first gun, which leads me into my first gun. So I watched a couple videos on YouTube, found Grand Thumb, and he led me down the path to get me my Glock 17 Gen 3. I bought this at a pawn shop, brand new, but at the time I didn't know, anything about guns. So I thought I was getting a Gen 4. I couldn't tell the difference. And then I found out it was a Gen 3, which at the time I was kind of sad, but then I realized that Gen 3 is one of the favorite Glocks in the Glock community. So took it to the range and shot it for the first time, and that's when I fell in love with guns. Glock 17, can't go wrong with that. But I did find out real fast that I could not conceal carry this. It was very hard because, and I know all you guys out there, there are gonna be lots of guys saying, "I can conceal carry a Staccato XC." You know who I'm talking about. I know you're watching this.
You know you. And I know you know that I know you.
Anyways, and then I can carry full-size guns. Well, I can conceal them, but they're not comfortable, especially doing what I do. I'm a delivery driver, and I get in and out of my little Toyota Camry about 65 times a day. So it wasn't gonna work. So this is the Glock 17. The only thing I did to it was I put some Talon grips, and I undercut this, and I polished a little bit of the internals. Not really, because at the time I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, love this gun, Glock 17. All right, after that, realizing can't conceal it, so I was gonna go get me a new gun. So my pick was the Glock 43X MOS. I mean, not MOS, it was the 43X. I don't have that gun anymore because I sold it about a month ago. But because the reason is, I knew about 2 months after buying it that I wanted to have a red dot, I wanted to have a flashlight, and I couldn't do any of those things unless I sent off my slide. But then I was still stuck with a regular frame. So I kept it, but then I moved on. I ended up picking the 48 MOS. Got me a 507K at the same time that I bought it. And then a month after that, I got the Apex Tactical Trigger, and I loved it. I rocked with this for a long time, for about probably about a year. And I want to show y'all this because I see a lot of people online, they don't know about this, but the 507K can fit flush to the slide as long as you just sand down the posts on the back or the front, I forget which one, but you'll know by looking at the bottom of the Holson. And you can co-witness directly with the stock Glock sights. And you don't have to change them out unless you want tritium night sights. So this is my Glock 48 MOS. I actually like this more than the 43X. It's a little bit softer shooting and a little tiny bit more accurate. But it really takes a lot to really notice that. But you will notice the softer shooting. This is not the frame that it came with. I will show you all that in a second. But this is the Glock 48 MOS. This is now my wife's everyday carry. All right. So after that, I bought my first rifle. This is the Springfield St. Victor. I did the paint job myself with spray paint. It comes with the BCM furniture, flat face trigger. Honestly, this is my first rifle, and once again, I didn't know what I was doing. But the gun store, you know, they wanted to get out one of their best, more expensive rifles, and I picked it up, and I am glad I did. I'm at about 3,000 rounds, 0 malfunctions, 0 issues. It shoots sub MOA at 100 yards with max grade ammo. Honestly, not even that good of max grade, just some regular Frontier with Hornady bullets. Sub MOA. Got the Strike Eagle 1-8, and I changed the dust cover to the Come and Take It dust cover. This is a awesome rifle. Great barrel, melanited inside and out. Everything is just super duty grade. That's why they built this. They wanted it to be duty grade, and this thing is a solid rifle. So people are sleeping on the St. Victor. It's a damn good rifle. So after I picked that up, I wanted to get my son something because my son loves my channel. He's so proud that his dad is on YouTube, even though I'm not even a big YouTuber. He's very supportive, and he loves everything I do. So he wants to go out to the range with me all the time, but I don't own any 22s, so I've been having to rent them. I wanted to get him a 22 that had a slide that reciprocated, so he can train and when he's old enough, eventually be able to shoot a actual handgun. So I had like 3 picks, but I went ahead and went with the Sig P322. It's very easy to rack. You can literally just, comes with a flat face trigger and a curved trigger. It comes with, it's optics ready, fits the 507K, the Romeo Zero Elite, and some other ones. It has the safety. It comes with 2 20-round mags, and it comes with a threaded barrel adapter. So you can screw this part off and put the threaded barrel on there. It's internally hammer fired, so it's very reliable. All my guns, 0 malfunctions. So this is the P322. Love this gun. He loves this gun. I mean, obviously it's my gun, but it's something for him to shoot when he goes out to the range with me. So I wanted to get an AK-47. So got online at Palmetto State Armory and got this PSA AK-47 GF3. She's clear. Comes with the folding stock. And I ended up installing the Ultimac railed gas tube so I could put a red dot on here. And I've ran, I don't know how many, but thousands of rounds through this. 0 malfunctions. I was able to hit out to 300 yards at a 12-inch plate. Pretty easy with just the red dot. No magnifier, nothing. And she was doing good. I know most people won't believe me, but I promise you. And maybe I'll make a video of it. But it's hard to let y'all see me, the gun, and still see the plate at 300 yards with the iPhone, so maybe not. But she has ran flawless. The only issue I've had, if PSA's watching, is this stock has started to come off. And my friend mag dumped 30 rounds, and I heard something rattling. When I got home, I unlocked the stock, and this fell out. If anybody knows what this is, please tell me, or what it goes to. This fell out onto the ground. I took everything apart, put it back together, but I couldn't find out where that went. So, and even putting it back together, it wants to separate because the screw is down here. And when you tighten it, it pulls it this way. So PSA, if you're watching, if you have any information, please contact me. But so far, 100% reliable, love it. I bought that for $700 and it came with a PSA dagger. But I didn't have any use for it. It ran reliably. It was a great gun, but I didn't have any use for it because I had Glocks. You know, I didn't ever shoot it. So I sold it because I needed a little bit more money to pick up this. This is my baby. This is my Glock 19X. If y'all hear this sound, that's because I got a new spring in there, which I'll get to in a second. I got the Radian Afterburner comp and barrel combo. Comes with the barrel and the comp. It's not threaded, so it's legal in all 50 states. It's so easy to take off and clean. With other compensators that are threaded, You got red Loctite, you got to have to time it, all this stuff, and it is a hassle to get those things off and on. This, you just unscrew this thing, boop, pops right off. No Loctite, nothing. It's very easy, and it helps out a lot. This is the gun I've been competing against Run It with, Run It Tactical and his Staccato XC. This has been holding up to it. So I got the Glock Performance trigger. People say that it has a rolling break. Don't listen to them. It's a great trigger. There's a solid wall and you know where you're at. Look, every time. There's the wall. If I push any further, break. It's not a rolling break. It's a very light. It's like 3.5 pounds. And it's a solid wall, so every time you know, you're there. Love that trigger. Got a Holosun 407C, Handle It grips. Shout out to Handle It grips. That is it for this gun. I got a couple more things coming. Get a flashlight and a mag well, so y'all stay tuned. We're gonna be trying to do our best with this, but I did put this Radian compressor in there. So we're gonna see how she runs with that. It's a 15-pound spring instead of an 18, so I don't know yet how it's gonna run. I did shoot it a little bit, but I'll save that for the video. So that is the Glock 19X. The last gun that I have here is my everyday carry now. Gotta drink my gas station coffee. This is the Glock 43X. Now, remember when I said earlier that this is not the frame that goes on this 48? That's because this frame came with this slide. And this is my wife's everyday carry. And this is my everyday carry. I like the 48 lower because I undercut this myself. It's got the light bearing portion. This one does not. And there's slide cut, window cuts, and it's optics ready. So this is my little setup. This is what I run every day. And I run it with Shield Arms mags. And once again, 0 issues with Shield Arms mags. I've had no problems with them. And I put probably 5,000 rounds through 3 mags. I've been shooting them since my very first 43X. So this is the Glock 43X. Got the TLR7 sub. Got the Holosun EPS carry, which I am a big fan of, guys. This is the way I'm gonna be going from now on. Because it is so awesome to just be able to wipe and go. With it being enclosed, you get no more of that. For the guys that have been running red dots, y'all know what I'm talking about. Especially in a dark room, when you point the red dot, you can see this little dots all everywhere, fuzziness. It's because you're getting like dust and debris on the laser part. And it's just a hassle. It's so much easier with this thing. The only other time I'm gonna get a red dot that doesn't require that is for this. I am planning on getting the 507 competition from Holosun, big ass red dot, for obvious reasons. I plan on getting a lot more guns, obviously, guys. Me and Run It Tactical have been, hanging out a lot lately and shooting together. He is actually going to be picking up a rifle soon, so y'all look out for that. Then we'll finally be able to do like drills where we can shoot the rifles and transition to pistol. So we got a lot of videos coming, guys. If you've made it this far into the video, please give me a like, please subscribe. Really helps the channel out. And for all my supporters out there that are watching every one of my videos, I highly appreciate it, guys. You are awesome. Y'all know who y'all are. So if y'all made it this far, I appreciate you. So shout out to my my very first gun I ever got, and now I'm running this big boy. So a lot has changed in a year and a half, but I got a lot to learn. Got a lot more to work on, got a lot more training, and I hope that y'all stay with me in this journey. So that is gonna be it for this video, guys. I appreciate every one of you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.